Now, how do you approach? See, generally, there are some errors people make. First error is they start answer writing right from the day one, called the daily answer writing. Like you joined or you started your preparation, you started answer writing because somebody told you that you have to write answer every day, whether you know anything or not. The biggest error that you make here is that because obviously you have not done any subject to start answer writing with, so you start answer writing of what is called as current affairs. So you go to some website, that website will have newspaper article reproduced in bullet form, which you think are notes of that article, and then below that they will give one question, then below that there will be space, and then you will write, then somebody else will write, then somebody else will write, then you keep giving each other feedback, and you get into a process of helping somebody else to make money out of your effort. Getting the point? So that is the first problem, sir. Answer writing, in my personal opinion, as I believe, should not be done till the time you give the prelims. Now you will say, sir, it is very late. It's not late. Why it is not late? Because after the prelims, till the mains, there is generally a gap of 70 to 75 days. Generally. Let's assume it is not 70 also, let's assume the bare minimum, it is 60 days only. I always suggest that proper answer writing should happen after prelims. Before prelims, it is a futile, useless exercise. After prelims, why I say that? Because after the prelims, number one, by that time you have completely done the syllabus. You have prepared the mains. You have appeared in the prelims. You have done 4 to 5 revisions. You are in a better position to know the subjects as such. Without knowledge of the subject, answer writing makes no sense. So after the prelims, you are in a better situation. Now you have, let's say, 60 days instead of 70, 75. In 60 days, there are 4 GS papers and there are 2 optional papers. So 6 in total here. 6. The idea is very simple. After the prelims, when you start answer writing, when you are better placed, if you write 1 answer of each paper every day and 6 answers every day, which collectively will take you 42 to 53 minutes per day for 60 days, you will write 360 answers before the prelims, before the mains, after the prelims. And these 360 answers will be written in 7 to 9 minutes, will be written with content in the brain, with revision done by you. And when you write these answers, you will actually be getting an opportunity to even write the mains when it happens after 70-75 days. So you practice at the appropriate time when it's needed. Right now it's not needed. Right now what is needed is what I told you just now in the beginning today, fundamentals of answer writing. Knowing the directive words, memorizing them, training your brain to process information as per the directive words, which I'll teach you. That is what is required today. But 99% aspirants in this exam fail in the exam multiple times because of this blunder that they do. And if you fail in the exam 2-3 times and then one fine day you get the opportunity to write mains, you still fail in the mains. Again, because you never knew how to write the answer. You just kept practicing by fluke, you got through the prelims, you got the opportunity to write the answer, but you still don't write the best answer the UPSC wants. Because you never prioritized things in life. 360 answers you will anyway not write, even if you do answer writing every day starting from the first day of your preparation. You will probably do that activity for 15-20 days. After that you will anyway stop. You will not have time because you will start doing subjects. You will get busy. Consistency gone. This is the consistency game here. 360. And see the time, sir. Just 42 to 53 minutes. Not more than this. That is the first thing. So, in case you are one of these people who are doing what is called a so-called daily answer writing, start avoiding it. You will save a lot of time that you can utilize elsewhere. Second thing, second problem, fixation with the NCERT books. So, a lot of people have this mega problem, you know. The problem is that they believe that unless or until for next 3-4 months they don't do NCERT, they are not UPSC ready. Sir, you do NCERT for 3-4 months, you will still never be UPSC ready. NCERT is not written for UPSC, I am sorry. It has no purpose in UPSC. I am further sorry. It has no relevance for UPSC also. You know what is the relevance of NCERT? If you are an MBBS doctor who has never read Modern India in his life, left history after class 9th because from subsequent years you took medicine study, then I tell you, okay, read class 12th NCERT so that you brush up what Modern India is all about. First thing is, sir, you don't need NCERTs, you need proper textbooks. You are grown up people, you are not school children that require basic knowledge. Right? If you pick up a Modern India textbook, have you heard of a Modern India textbook called Shekhar Bandyopadhyay? See, you have never heard only of that book, many of you, bearing few of you. But that's the book to be read for UPSC. Because all Modern India questions only come from that book. You have not even heard of it. And if you read that book, you will have difficulty in processing it because your mind is still trained at the NCERT level. That's an advanced book, na sir? It's a textbook. That is where the issue is. Getting my point? The issue is NCERT is for those who have no background in the subject. Let's say you are a person from humanities background in your graduation. You have been associated with humanities, sir. Then what is the need? You are a BTech. And I tell you ki yaar, ancient India. You start with NCERT, it makes sense, no boss. But what purpose does it serve otherwise? This is the second problem, sir. People waste 3 to 4 months of their first initial precious months of their preparation doing only NCERTs. And when they do NCERTs, they make notes also. And in those notes, they only copy lines from the NCERT to create your own NCERT. Neat, clean, own NCERTs. Then there is a third problem, sir. Current affairs. Absolute neglect. People don't know what to do. Newspaper, definitely you don't read. I am happy at least you are honest to accept. Your honesty to accept itself means that you are positive to bring about a change if required. Delhi people, no, they don't accept. Sir, why should I read newspaper? मत पढ़. तेरा एग्जाम है, हो जा फेल, अच्छा है. 5 साल आता रही हो मेरे पास यार, मेरे को तो पैसे मिल रहे हैं. आता रहे. I am so happy boss. My chicken comes with your money. Why should I say no to you? मत पढ़. Newspaper is important, sir. Why and how we will see. Because every article of newspaper will give you information which can enrich and change the answer that you will write in the mains. Problem is, people read ready-made masala of newspapers in the form of current affair booklets. And I have no hesitation to say that the most commonly used booklet is the Vision IAS current affair booklet, which unfortunately is the most hopeless one. I am being very honest, sir. Firstly, I'll tell you why. It's written by failures who call themselves as subject matter experts, SMEs. In Delhi, UPSC industry, they are called SMEs. Maybe you may have some friends who are SMEs working in some coaching there in Delhi making material, no? SMEs. Sir, they are super specialist failures, SSFs. UPSC has rejected them time and again. They have thrown out your answer sheets by telling on your face, we don't want you because we don't like your answers. Get lost. But they are invited by the coachings. Please create material for us. Bring other people in the league like you. That's what they do, sir. Imagine somebody whose answers UPSC is rejecting, rather than working and improvising his or her own answer, is today working in a coaching guiding others, giving gyan to others. First pass the exam. Biggest problem with current affair is this, sir. The material is made by people who do not know what current affair UPSC will ask. Question is, what current affair will UPSC ask your newspaper? So over-reliance on these pre-printed magazines is a recipe for your disaster. Over-reliance. Because you believe before the prelim exam, I will sit down with those 5, 6 booklets, 10 booklets. See, 1 year it will not work. Second year it will not work. 3 years, if you have 3 years of accumulated booklets, no, 4th year you will pass the prelims for sure. I guarantee that. But the 4th year when you pass the prelims, because you have done 3 years of those booklets, no, you will fail in the mains. Sir, your brain has a very limited ability to process that nuisance information which is only presented this much. Getting my point? Answer writing, I'll tell you one blunder people do. And I'm sure you must have heard about it. Many people say, we will pre-prepare the introduction and conclusion from home and then go in the exam. Do you know the questions also then? Sir, I will memorize keywords and go. Sir, you know when you do all this nuisance called I will memorize keywords and go, you know what will be the problem? Irrespective of the answer that is asked there in the exam, you will just try to throw those keywords to tell the examiner, see boss, I know this. I don't know what is the answer to your question. I know this because I have memorized this. You now see what you have to do in life. You ask me the question, it's your problem, you know. I will write my answer this way only because I have memorized these 10 keywords. So I will reconstruct it around these 10 keywords. You know why this happens? Because you don't read. And what you don't read is textbooks. Sir, there is no substitute to textbooks. Please remember, every one subject, one textbook has to be there. One nation, one election नहीं चाहिए sir. One subject, one textbook चाहिए. वो important है, उसको समझो. हर subject के लिए अगर textbook नहीं पढ़ा sir, नहीं होगा exam. Your answers of that subject will be extremely pathetic. Extremely poor. And you know what they will do also in the answer writing? I will show you. Day after tomorrow or day tomorrow when we do. No flow in the answer. Only thing in the answer will be diagrams, irrelevant data, unnecessary definitions, even when UPSC is not asking. You know, today I told you there is one question that UPSC gave called Analyze Competitive Terrorism Industry Operating in Kashmir. Question is this. You know how people start answering this question? Terrorism is basically a problem in Kashmir. Terrorism means when one terrorist group kills people in Kashmir. Is UPSC asking you what is the definition of terrorism? Why are you giving? Are you stupid? Do you think examiner is a fool who wants definitions from you? Sir, in Delhi, I don't know, don't ever come there, but I'm sure that material percolates here. There are booklets that come before the mains of definitions. There are booklets that come, sir. Memorize these definitions. Sir, when you don't know the question, what definitions are you memorizing? Sir, if you read newspapers, no, you will read no definitions. You will have a broad thought process. Current affairs. Avoidance or doing wrongly, biggest trap. And a recipe for failure which is subtle, that you never realize. Right from the day one. Sir, it needs only one attempt to pass. This exam only requires one attempt. And that attempt is when everything goes fine for you. When firstly you don't do nuisance of daily answer writing. Just because somebody told you to write answer, I have to practice. And I told you, when these people do so-called daily answer writing in the name of practice, no directive word is used, no answer flow is used, no word limit is taken care of. We are just writing for the sake of writing. And then we think we are doing answer writing. You are doing nothing, sir, time waste. Sorry. It may hurt you, but that's a blatant truth. Over fixation with NCERT, sir. 3, 4, 5 months only NCERT, sir. Sir, by December I will finish NCERT. So मैं क्या करूँ? सर मेरा NCERT खत्म हो गया. मैं क्या करूँ? मर. मेरे को क्यों बता रहा है तेरा NCERT हो गया? UPSC आ रही है क्या NCERT को पूछ रहा है वो? कुछ नहीं पूछ रहा है. नहीं सर वो NCERT से क्वेश्चन आया सर. हाँ तो एक आध तो आएगा ही. वो तो कहीं से भी आएगा. And then there is new fixation, you know. We have to read NCERT, we have to read Tamil Nadu board, Meghalaya board, UP board, Manipur board, Jharkhand board. सारा boards पढ़ लो. Just because one damn question one certain year came from some stupid Tamil Nadu textbook, market went mad. We have to read history का Tamil Nadu वाला. अरे one time one question came, boss. It's factually incorrect book. I pointed out 37 errors in 3 chapters of the Tamil Nadu board textbook of ancient India. 37 errors. Imagine you are reading that wrong, memorizing it wrong, going with wrong information in the exam. And then when the question comes, you know nothing. Getting my point, sir? Similarly, one very unfortunate again error that generally people make is, which I just said, they don't read textbooks, sir. They read 50-60 pages of notes. Serious problem, sir. 50-60 page ready-made notes. As I told you that day also, certain subjects are low-hanging fruits in the mains exam. In paper 1, Indian society, world history, post-independence India. These 3 collectively constitute 6-7 mains questions. Nobody prepares. Everybody prepares from some 60-70 page compilations. Pathetic quality, poor quality, just with definitions and random keywords. Go to the internet, download, you will understand what I am trying to tell you. Problem is when questions come, ability to write the answer is extremely poor. Sole focus in paper 1 is on modern India and geography only. You don't do anything else. And even in modern India and geography, not that you read textbook, you read some notes only. Please develop the art of reading textbooks, sir. And as I said, sir, every subject has a textbook. Please ask your teachers to guide you with the textbooks, and every teacher will guide you. Nobody will never say, don't read textbooks. And I would be very important to make this one observation, sir. Be very cautious. If somebody says that you read only my notes and everything will come from my notes. Because if somebody has the confidence to say you read only my notes because everything in this subject will come from my notes, ask that person a question, why are you here? Not in Labasna. Because you had such divine notes that everything came only from your notes. And you know this problem that happens in GS gets extrapolated to the optional. In optional also there is this fixation. Ki there are some set of notes that I have to read and with those notes I will pass. I can talk about the optional I teach political science. There is a general tendency to believe that there are some divine yellow color notes. And if we read, we will pass. Read. I guarantee collective paper 1, paper 2, you will not get more than 120 marks. 60 marks per paper. Content level 0. Read. No issue. You want to play with your life, sir? It's up to you, sir. Optional is challenging, boss. Every optional requires enormous textbooks to read. Enormous. I know about humanities optionals, can't comment about science or literature. But all humanities optionals, they require a lot of books to read. I did one blunder once, and that blunder was that when I was teaching on Unacademy online 2 years back, I took one session on political science optional and gave one strategy discussion to the people where I told them the book list. It ended up in some 53 books. And I realized that I witnessed a lot of backlash because students said that I am insane recommending 53 books. But you know, there was a geography topper in 2014, rank 1 lady from the physical disability category she was, Ira Singhal. If you go to her blog, which she has written, she has mentioned 44 geography books for the optional. She can't be insane, na sir? She got rank 1. She read those 44 books. If she is mentioning them, so she got rank 1. I can be insane, you can abuse me, but not the lady topper who had the audacity to speak truth. Until now her blog is there. Till now that 44 book list is there. Not everybody can be insane when it comes to optional, right? Please understand, sir, optional requires a lot of effort. Lot of effort. So you have to be very careful about it. Getting my point? Optional requires you to read many textbooks. You can't say I will read 4 or 5 textbooks and my optional is done, boss. You can fool yourself, not UPSC. The marks they will give you, you will perpetually write mains every year then. That's the only thing. Unless you realize where you are going wrong.